Okay, it seems like we're live. Um, Still trying to figure out this program. Um, for today, one we are going to be doing this. Definitely, we're going to be doing this. Oh man, what did I do? This caricature of George Bush. Um, so that's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to do this caricature. We're gonna start with ZBrush. We're gonna take it into Substance Painter to paint, and then into Blender to render. But we're gonna try to get our best as we can. I do have, so you know, I do have a I am going to be using Purify. I'm going to be using this program so that I could, get some different details. I've already downloaded some things already, um, caricatures, and some that are not caricature photos from 45-degree angles. Um, this kind of looks more like this pose, if anything. His mouth is open. His mouth is open over here too. So we could get the kind of shape and nose and so forth. So that's gonna be one to grow on. So let's start doing this. There are many ways in which we can start doing this, which I start. If I'm gonna start doing this, oh, I forgot. Uh, yeah, you have to set it to the mode of always on top. If not, it just kind of collapse to the bottom. So right away, I have some hotkeys, but for most part, I tend to use ZBrush as it is. Let's see. I have well, um, yeah, I try to make it as big as I can. Um, Try to insert. This is so that I can get the size. I've never been able to really get the right size on it at all. So it's, you know, kind of just tells you how much of it. Gotta make sure you take it of, yeah, just that much more. Then I go on to, oops, what I do? Cancel. Um, Auto, you know, trying to make this, just different polygroups. This is going to help us later on. It took me a while to kind of figure out this whole thing, and I'm trying to make this for beginners. That's at least what I'm attending to want to do. Um, so I split hiddens. So easy to split the head from the eyes. The eyes, the top, I try to keep the same poly group. As for the bottom ones, I try to keep it different, and I leave them there. We'll use them now. Take them off. So, let's see. Best way of starting this out. Um, we're going to be looking into all this stuff here, into his face. Um, make sure you put it back on. Slip my mind the name of this thing. So obviously he has a thin net, and you know. And let's try to see which is the best way of figuring this out. Let's try to make a small incision to the nose. Right now, we're not gonna go into details. Just gotta remember that overall, you don't want to get too detailed real fast. Not at all. So let's just keep this as a. All right, I think. One of the main things that I find with caricatures is that you have to bring in your own knowledge of what the face looks like. You know, that's gonna be important. I tried not to deal too much with the eyes. Putting them on there, kind of quick. Remember, I'm trying to sketch this out as best as I can. So, not trying in any way, shape, or form. Try to do this just to. At the very beginning, you're going to find that you're going to find that a lot of this looks really, really ugly. So trying to making sure that you have, you know, just trying to figure things out here. Just, you know, trying to draw the mouth where you think it might go. Remember, everything is kind of flat. And obviously the years are going to come into play here. So the years come into play. Somewhere around here. Again, I'm just placing them there as a holder to reality of what, you know, we're going to detail this like if it was real skin, so we're not going to in any way, shape, or form. Oh man, what happened here? Most of my setup that I do have, is I'm gonna be using this brush a lot, a whole lot, the Move brush and the Dem Standard brush, which I see the original. I took the alpha, took it into Photoshop, so forth, whatever. The point here is that here we're going to be using these three brushes for most and main part. Standard brush comes in later on, but for most part that'll be my to go to. And the smooth directional brush, at a very low. For some reason, I just find this brush to just be so much better. Also, looking at pictures, you kind of see that. Trying to keep both of them there. Mm, yeah, so, you know, once you learn the stem there, I use it a very low number there, by the way. And just trying to be quick about things here. I don't know why. I'll put some wrinkles here so that I can just. Um, this is where I'm at right now, where I'm not sure if I want to keep the mouth open or closed. Well, let's see how this will work out here. The way this looks to me is that um um yeah, bring up the intensity a little bit. Oh man, what I do? the way this guy's lips fall. Try to bring this up to 200 at least. And see how it comes in too fast in there, so always like keeping it at 1. It's the way that I'm able to control the flow of things. Remember, we're not trying right now to and trying to make the shin a little bit more Gotta remember also that mm, remember, you know, you can't change that. Trying to also copy from his ears over here. And let me see if I can change the one of the things that I find with faces is that I'm trying to make sure back masking is on your simple faces, because it happens oh man. So for most part, the outer ears, this is not going to be seen, but you have to get it kind of right so that everything else. The thing with 3D is, so you gotta get a lot of things right in order for it to be able to turn around. So trying to get his ears just about right. Should always be a goal, you know. Not perfect, but just right. So his ears kind of go in here. This seems to come out and go in. This is where I'm trying to go into this as much as I can without getting too much into details. Gotta remember, he's also gonna have hair here, so let's start creating his hair. That would be the right thing to start doing. So this guy has it this way, this guy has it the other way. I already started his. One of the things I really enjoy about doing these caricatures is that I really enjoy doing them. Um, you know, my suggestion, okay, whenever you're going to be doing some of this stuff, is study the real face. You know, make sure you study the real faces first before you get into caricatures. It took me a while, man. I'm just kind of like, sometimes these things don't matter, but they do to me. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. This guy was such a. He was such a mess up that. Okay, so. His. We could start making the eyes on this. So you're starting to see that it's taking shape, and we've been doing this for about 45 minutes. So in 45 minutes, I've been able to kind of block out basically the face. And remember, blocking out the face is as important as detail, because your details should be secondary, right, to the blocking out. Because if you get the block out wrong, it won't matter what details you have on it, it just looks wrong. But if you get the block out correctly, if you get the shapes and different forms correctly, then when you put on those details, I mean, it just, you know, it's just another upgrade. You know, you're just upgrading it. And I think there. See, so since I was able to block out the shape of the eyes, now when I put on the eyes, even though they're small, it's gonna look just about right. We still have to deal with the head back here. Because even though they're a caricature, you still have to get it correct. Just can't do whatever you feel like doing. You know, it just doesn't work out like that. See, I keep it at a very low. I use it to indent certain things so that I can start going around messing with So now let's try to do the eyes. And usually I go to this format. The eyes I don't do it myself. I just think they're such a waste of time for me to sculpt when I know that I can sculpt them. Um, I just put in a like a replacement thing on it. So let me see this guy. Oh, what color eyes does this guy have? Let's see. This is showing any of his pictures. He has very light eyes, huh? Mm. Then I don't know. I am guessing. Yeah, somewhere in here. I think this one. And the reason I do this is because I really, really. Now it's gonna start looking more like him. I can vouch to that, and not because you know, I'm good. I gotta keep my back straight. Keep that out. Take it off this right here. Now, let's look at that. His eyes are way smaller. Remember that I had changed this. Um, uh, and now we're getting there. We're getting really, really close to its look. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this almost it's almost about an hour, and I think we still don't have it, but you know, I think I want to put the years alongside with the face already. Um. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can go ahead and start saving this. It's yeah, we still got a long ways to go here. Um he has this thing here, which does come out in some of his pictures, by the way. But you definitely, one thing I'll tell you about caricatures, now that I know, I'm still learning a whole lot, I'm still learning. But if you're going to do them, gotta know the face. Kind of goes. Let's start making the hair. And so the way this works for me, he has a top hair. So we're going to make it up to here. It's kind of weird, but I have to do it because it's part of the. It looks kind of like him. ¿A dónde van? Mam, ¿qué me dijo? Ah, ok. Sí, ya. Sí, sí. So, that's gonna be recorded. Jesus. Anyways, uh, so let's, so this is part of the his hair goes thin and then a little thicker up here. Remember, this is we're gonna do the hair in Blender, and I'm still learning how to do that, so that's gonna be fun to deal with. Yeah. So as you can see, it's starting to look more like him. We're almost there. Well, I'm gonna make this part one. This has been about an hour. I'm gonna take a break. Hopefully I'll come back. We'll make part two coming up very soon. I'm not gonna touch the caricature at all. I'm actually gonna save it right here and leave it for you guys to so we can come back and redo this at once. So this is basically it. So when I do these caricatures, I'm still learning how to grab it from an actual photo into a caricature of my own, but instead I have to be inspired by someone else's work. You know, that's how it kind of is for right now. But nonetheless, and well, one last thing. Let's just put this eye on the other side. Let's just put this eye on the other side of it, and there it is. You know, yeah, but I'm gonna move it around. we'll come back and move it around. I'm gonna try to get more of the bags, get it in there. More of the bags, get more stuff going in. Now that we have the hair set up, which is not gonna be the hair. That's not. I'm gonna try to fix it up on the next video, and fix some of this eye stuff here. Some of this, if you look at it from every. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll see you on the next catch. See you guys on the next catch.